Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mornings with Mo. I know it has been a hot minute since I have been on, but I'm back. I have a little bit more time on my hands. As you know, we have had to shelter in place. Brought to you by the letter S. Yes, and the number 100, because that's how many days I feel like it's been. But no, in all seriousness, I've had a little bit more time on my hands. So I figured, you know what? Get up this morning. Let's go ahead and do a segment. So with that being said, I wanted to hop on and talk about things that you can do while you're sheltering in place. This is an unsure time. I know people are getting stir crazy. We're bored. We're like, what do I do with my days? We forget what day it is. I forget what day it is. Thought today was Saturday. Definitely not. So, all the things we take for granted have kind of been taken away from us. So we kind of don't know what to do with ourselves. Like, for instance, the hairdresser. I'm not going to the hairdresser. But listen, sis has got her hair natural. And let's take a moment. Yes, the growth. It's there. But anyway, my nails, the natural, it's there. But in all seriousness, I know sometimes we find days that we're like, I don't know what to do. I'm bored. I have to get out. Go for a walk. That's okay. Go for a walk. That's good stuff. Especially if your neighborhood has hills and stuff. Go for a nice brisk walk and get that in. If you don't feel like leaving the house. I've had those days. It's okay. You're not supposed to leave the house anyway. So, if you cannot leave the house, you don't know what you want to do, you don't want to get up and go outside, plan a mini photo shoot in your house. I've seen so many TikToks with this, and it brings out a creativity I think that people haven't had a chance to have in a while, and I think it's wonderful. I, for one, am going to make sure I do a little photo shoot in my house. What else? TikToks. Speaking of TikTok, make a TikTok account. Learn a few dances. I know it could seem monotonous and kind of like, okay. But you end up having fun. That's a way for you to bond with your family, have a good laugh. I love it. My family's been good sports about being in my TikToks here and there. So I haven't got Mama George in one yet. I'm going to make it happen. It's going to happen. But anyway, definitely have to get Mama George on the TikTok if she'll let me. We'll see how that goes. If you like crafting, I'm a very artsy-fartsy kind of person. I love crafting. I've gotten back into making friendship bracelets. I have not made a friendship bracelet since I was 9 years old. You do the math. And it's so therapeutic. You sit there and watch TV and, you can do the different patterns and stuff like that. I have that plasticky string where you can make lanyards. For those of you who remember, those were it. Get back into something that you used to love. I think that's a great thing. It's something that I embrace now. Have a crafting hour where you paint. You could tie-dye shirts. I mean, if you have to make a grocery run, might as well head to the crafting station and get a little tie-dye kit. That's what I say. What else? Read. Read a book. And a lot of my kids roll their eyes at me when I tell them that. The kids that I teach, and they're like, I'm bored. I'm like, read a book. It's that simple. Find one that's interesting to you. Find a genre you like and just dive into a book. That's something that I have realized I need to do better with, but it's going to happen. Writing things down. Get a journal, little composition book. How you're feeling that day. Log how you're feeling each day. Log the events that happened that day. Even if you sat on the couch and watched Netflix all day. Talk about the shows you watched. It's a way to keep you engaged, but it's also a way to look back when all this has blown over to really see the things that you took for granted and to see the growth when you had no choice but to be at home with your family. I think it's a beautiful thing. I'm just saying. You know, you could also go outside for a little bit and do chalk. Chalk on the sidewalk. That rhymes. Chalk on the sidewalk. I think that's a fun thing. I've seen a lot of great TikTok ideas with that. I think one of my colleagues did one with her son. It was so cute. It was so adorable. And like he's laying down on the sidewalk and you see the picture and it looks like he's holding balloons. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Dive into your creativity. You don't have to be super artsy fartsy to find a creative thing to do. Paint. I love painting. Canvases. You can find them at Walmart. Paint. Walmart. Walmart for the win. There's so many possibilities. I feel like we focus on what we can't do rather than embracing what we can in this current event. It's about balance. You know, and I cry and moan about it too. I'm like, I can't go to the mall. I can't go to brunch with my friends. And Lord knows I love a good brunch. My brunch folks. But there are so many things you can do, I think, that outweigh what you can't. It's hard to believe, but it's true. Find something to do. I know for one, I dance, right? So I've been taking live classes through Instagram. The best experience ever. It takes you out of your comfort zone. You don't have that one-on-one with the person, but you can message them when you're lost. You can really challenge yourself. Like last week I took a Zoom tap class. Amazing. Loved it. I took a Zoom, I took a live tap class. I took Zoom hip hop with one of my former students. It is so refreshing, you know, and it was a way to challenge myself, and then I became the student, which I think is wonderful. I'm not just a teacher, I'm the student as well. There's so much you can learn. I know studios have started doing Zoom sessions with their dance classes. Again, a way to connect. Even if you're not dance inclined, hop on YouTube. Take a Zumba class. It's fun. Do a workout. I know we can't head to the gym, but hey, there's YouTube right there. Pop that on your TV and do a YouTube workout. It's really not that hard. Grab your weights, you know, and just go for it. I think it's wonderful. So what is the point of this video? The pros outweigh the cons. There is always something. We just have to be willing to find it. I think if we sit down and like really get into our own minds and like woo-saw for a minute, I think we can find that we can make the best out of what seems like a terrible situation. On that note, I want to say thank you to all the people on the front lines, all the people who are out there that are putting their life at risk. I commend y'all. Hands down to y'all. And I pray for y'all that this blows over and that we can get back to a sense of normalcy, whatever that means. But with that being said, this is Mornings with Mo, and I hope y'all have a happy Friday. Bye.